A very good morning to all the students of class 5th. Dear student, today we will study the 11th chapter of social science named as Living Longer and Healthier. Dear student, we will study this chapter from the book Our Land, Our World, which is a book of social science. So, dear student, let's start the 11th chapter of social science. So, dear student, as you all know, before we start the chapter, very first we should know what are the learning objectives of the chapter, what we will learn in this chapter. So, dear student, as you can see in my screen, very first we will learn about use of the instrument machine in fighting disease. In the second, we will learn about new methods of treatment. In the third, we will learn about prevention of disease, and in the fifth, we will learn about killing the germs. In the next, we will learn about basic healthcare, and the last, we will learn about population control. So, dear student, let's start the chapter. So, dear student, as you all know, I am highlighting it. Modern man is healthier and lives longer than his ancestors. So, initially men learned ways to cure simple disease. Gradually, he found cure and prevention to complex and fatal disease. New instruments and machines made by men have helped him in diagnosis and surgery. So, man has made new medicines to reduce the pain and suffering caused by disease. Disease causing bacteria called germs can be controlled by improved standards of cleanliness of the body and the environment. So, dear student, this is the beginning of the chapter. Let's understand the first learning objective of the chapter, that is the clinical thermometer. So, let's understand it. So, dear student, let's understand the use of thermometer. So, when a person's body gets warmer, associated with heaviness or pain in the body, it is called fever. जब आपकी बॉडी हैवी होती है, आपकी बॉडी में पेन होता है, आपकी बॉडी गर्म होती है, तो हम क्या बोलते हैं? आपको फीवर है. So, in olden days, the intensity of fever could be judged by touching the body or feeling the pulse. पुराने जमाने में क्या होता था? फीवर को कैसे मेजर किया जाता था? बॉडी को टच करके कि ये कितना गर्म है, कितना ज्यादा ये गर्म है, इससे मेजर करते थे, और पल्स को देख के फीवर का मेजरमेंट होता था. बट नाउ वी कैन मेजर द टेम्परेचर ऑफ अ पर्सन विद द थर्मामीटर. अब हम बॉडी के टेम्परेचर को किससे मेजर करते हैं? थर्मामीटर से यूज करते हैं. सो ये थर्मामीटर का काम है हमारे बॉडी के टेम्परेचर को मेजर करना. सो इट वाज इन्वेंटेड बाय फारेनहाइट, अ जर्मन. इट इज a thin glass tube with a small bulb containing mercury at one end. It is marked in degrees Fahrenheit from 95 degree Fahrenheit to 110 degree Fahrenheit. So, let's move ahead to understand more about thermometer. So, dear student, again I am highlighting it. When the thermometer's bulb is put into the mouth or under the armpit, the mercury expanded. The mark on the mercury and shows the temperature of a patient. जो बीमार होता है उसका जो टेम्परेचर होता है वो दिखाता है. 98.4 Fahrenheit is the normal body temperature of a man. Dear student, this is very important question. What is the normal temperature of a man? So, the answer is 98.4 degree Fahrenheit is the normal body temperature of a man. The number of degrees above the normal temperature shows the intensity of fever. The exact knowledge of the temperature enables the doctors to treat the patient correctly. So, This is all about the thermometer. Let's understand the second learning objective of the chapter, which is uh, stethoscope. So, dear student, this is very important to know what is stethoscope. So, a doctor examine the patient with stethoscope. जो डॉक्टर होता है वो पेशेंट को कैसे जज करता है, स्टेथोस्कोप से करता है. जैसे कि आप लोग जब हॉस्पिटल जाते हैं, आप डॉक्टर्स के गले में देखते हैं एक दो कान में लगा ईयरफोन के जैसे लगाते हैं और वो गले में लटका रहता है, उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं, स्टेथोस्कोप बोलते हैं. आगे चलकर मैं आपको इसकी पिक्चर भी दिखाऊंगी. बट इट ही हेयर्स द साउंड ऑफ हार्ट बीट्स एंड ब्रीदिंग ऑफ द लंग्स. इससे वो किस चीज को सुनते हैं, इससे वो हार्ट बीट को और लंग्स की ब्रीदिंग को सुनते हैं. It helps the doctor to find out the intensity of the disease. It was invented by a doctor that is called which is called Rene Laennec. तो रेने लेनेक ने स्टेथोस्कोप का इन्वेंशन किया और आइए हम आगे देखते हैं उन्होंने क्या बताया इसके बारे में. So as you can see in my screen, okay, I am removing it. Okay, now I am highlighting it. So this is the pictorial part of stethoscope. One day he saw a child whispering at one end of the long hollow log. Another child was listening to it at another end. So on asking, the children told the doctor that they could hear even faintest sound at the far end of the log. This gave the doctor an idea. So he rolled a newspaper into a kind of long tube and held one end of it on patient's chest. So he could hear more clearly the heartbeats and the sound created by air while moving it and out of the lungs. The stethoscope today is far more sensitive than a paper tube. So dear student, this is the pictorial part of stethoscope. As you can see in my screen, this is the pictorial part of stethoscope. So let's move ahead and understand the next learning objective of the chapter. So that is microscope. So dear student, again I am highlighting it. So a microscope makes tiny things look much bigger, so we can see things which are not visible to naked eyes. माइक्रोस्कोप से हम बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजों को बड़ा देख पाते हैं जो हम ऐसे ही नॉर्मली नहीं देख सकते. सो द ब्लड यूरिन स्टूल ऑफ अ पेशेंट इज एग्जामिन्ड अंडर अ microscope. Thus, the disease causing germs and are identified. The proper medicines to kill the specific germs are given. Thus, the patient is cured. How the microscope was invented is an interesting story. Let's understand it. A man who saw spectacles happened to keep two different lenses, one in front of other. He glanced through them and was surprised to see a fly as big as lamb. Let's understand more about microscope. So, taking the idea, as I am again highlighting it, so taking the idea, he made a toy flea glass for the children. So, Galileo, a scientist in Italy, heard about this. He too made a flea glass using two lenses, but called it as microscope. He saw the fly and its body part much bigger. Soon more powerful microscopes were made for the study of microorganisms. So this is all about microscope. Let's understand the next learning objective of the chapter. तो माइक्रोस्कोप का भी हमारी साइंस में, हमारी मेडिकल साइंस में बहुत बड़ा योगदान है, बहुत बड़ा पार्ट है. So the next learning objective of the chapter is X-ray and ultrasound machine. So in the chain of invention, there is the importance of X-ray machine. It gives the photographs of the inner part of the body without opening it. जो एक्सरे है मेडिकल साइंस में इसका बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस है, जिससे क्या होता है हम अपने इनर बॉडी के इनर पार्ट्स की पिक्चर्स को देख पाते हैं बिना बॉडी को ओपन किए. सो डॉक्टर फाइंड आउट द cracks or fractures in the bones or forms in the lungs, but the X-ray are harmful to the body. Now we have harmless ultrasound, CAT, MRI scanners to find out the condition and disease of every organs inside the human bodies. So now we have many types of X-ray ultrasound machine in medical science. There are also machines with powerful rays used to cut through tissues in surgical operation. Thus, the use of sharp knife-like instrument is avoided by this. So, dear student, this is all about X-ray and ultrasound machine. So this is the pictorial part of X-ray machine. This is the pictorial part of CAT scan and CAT scanner. So dear student, let's understand the next learning objective of the chapter, that is new methods of treatment. So let's understand it. So dear student, next learning objective of the chapter is new methods of treatment. Let's understand it. So, in ancient time, people believed that disease were caused by evil spirits. Most of the people used to go to witch doctors and faith healers to cure them. Gradually, people learned more about body, its function and cause of disease. New medicines were discovered. So, malaria was treated with quinine. So, influenza was controlled and cured by eucalyptus. So, dear student, let's learn more about new methods. So, the discovery of antibiotics have, as I am highlighting it, helped the bring quick relief to many kind of infection. These are called wonder drugs. Penicillin and antibiotic help to control certain disease. Dear student, streptomycin, another antibiotic, has cured fatal disease like tuberculosis. So, which is we called as a TB. So TB. So dear student, as you all know, streptomycin, another antibiotic which is cured the fatal disease like TB. So dear student, let's understand more about it. So let's understand about surgery. So surgery is, as I am again highlighting it, surgery is the operation of the body to cut off damage or disease part or replace it by healthy one given by donor. So surgery is done only when the damage cannot be cured by medicine only. तो सर्जरी केवल तभी की जाती है जब मेडिसिन से उस बॉडी पार्ट का या किसी भी डैमेज का ट्रीटमेंट ना हो पाए. So in India, surgery had been practiced long ago, but today surgery is carried out with the help of dedicated instrument and machine. Before 1847, the operation had been very painful. 1847 से पहले क्या होता था, जो ऑपरेशंस होते थे वो बहुत ही दर्द देते थे, लेकिन अभी ऐसी मशीन्स आ गई हैं, ऐसी खोजें हो गई हैं जिससे जो ऑपरेशंस हैं, जो सर्जरी है वो काफी पेन रिलीफ होती है. So dear student, as I am again highlighting it, in 1847 Dr. Simpson discovered chloroform and anesthetic. An anesthetic is a substance which makes a person unconscious for a period of time. He does not feel any pain at that time, even if any of his organ is cut or replaced. So एक सब्सटेंस है एनेस्थीसिया, जब आदमी को बेहोश करना होता है या उसे अनकॉन्शियसली ट्रीट करना होता है तो वो पेशेंट को दिया जाता है. नाउ मेजर ऑपरेशन ऑफ हार्ट एंड ब्रेन आर कैरिड आउट. ट्रांसप्लांट आर ऑपरेशन इन विच अ डैमेज्ड किडनी और हार्ट इज रिप्लेस्ड बाय अ हेल्दी वन. अब क्या होता है, किडनी और हार्ट भी रिप्लेस किए जाते हैं, ट्रांसप्लांट किए जाते हैं. So skin can be grafted to the part of the body which has lost is its skin. Skin for grafting is taken from fleshy part of the body like. तो क्या होता है, जो हमारी बॉडी का फ्लैशी पार्ट होता है उससे उस स्किन को रिप्लेस किया. So now let's understand the prevention of disease. As you all know, prevention is always better than cure. So millions of lives have been saved by taking prevention measures. So dear student, during the last 200 years, we have learned much about disease, their prevention and their cure. So let's understand more about it. So, dear student, let's learn about vaccination. Dear student, nearly 2000 years ago, smallpox was a common disease. It would spread very quickly from person to person. जो smallpox होते थे वो person to person बहुत जल्दी फैलते थे. People who became its victim often died. Those who survived often lost their eyes and were left with ugly faces marked. So, Edward Jenner, a doctor in England, used to treat the patient of smallpox. So, once he heard a milkmaid remarking that she could not catch the smallpox as she said already had cowpox. Cowpox was a mild disease with symptoms similar to smallpox. It took only a couple of days to recover. So let's understand more about it. So Edward Jenner thought over the remark and designed an experiment. The experiment was very risky. In a cowpox and smallpox, there are sores on the body of the patient. A pus-like liquid oozes from these sores. So Jenner injected the pus of a cowpox patient into the body of a normal body named Pete. So Pete suffered from cowpox in the next few days. He also recovered from it in a couple of days. Now Jenner wanted to know if Pete could be free from smallpox all his life. He injected some pus of smallpox patient into Pete. He watched Pete carefully for a few days. Nothing happened to Pete. Thus, it was confirmed that anyone who had cowpox cannot catch smallpox. Dr. Simpson, chloroform anesthetic transplant prevention is always better than cure. Edward Jenner prevention of disease vaccination. Edward Jenner vaccinating a child against smallpox. So, let's understand more about it. So, then anti-smallpox vaccine was made on a large scale. A calf was injected and many placed on its belly with the pus of cowpox patient. Many sores were developed on the belly and pus oozed out. This pus was called the anti-smallpox vaccine. Once a little baby is vaccinated with this vaccine, it becomes completely free from smallpox all its life. This vaccine was used all over the world for many years. This had ultimately led to the total removal of smallpox from all the world. Anti smallpox vaccine led to the development of vaccines for several other diseases. Dear students, the children as well as adults are easily protected for whole of the life from several fatal diseases. Some of disease are whooping cough, diphtheria, tuberculosis, typhoid, polio, and many other diseases. So, dear student, as we have already discussed, so the invention of vaccine is the main blessing of Edward Jenner. So, vaccine is very important for किसी भी बीमारी से बचने के लिए वैक्सीन होना बहुत जरूरी है. So, this is all about vaccination. So, dear student, let's understand the last learning objective of this chapter, that is pollution control. So, dear student, better instrument, medicine, preventive measures and healthcare has caused people to become healthier and live longer. The average lifespan of the Indian people has risen while the death rate has fallen, but the birth rate has not come down. Therefore, our population has become more than triple since independence. This is called population explosion. So, there is not enough employment, food, clothes, house and hospital for everybody. To solve this problem, each family should not have more than 2 children. So, dear student, let's understand more about population control. So, dear student, we will study the next chapter in our next class. This is all about the living longer and healthier. Thank you.